G'day there my gaming friends, and welcome back to part 2 of the best games releasing in August. I know you've been keen as to check them out, so without delay, let's take a look at what has the goods this month. Thymesia is a grueling action RPG with fast-paced combat and an intricate plague weapons system. In a kingdom where death spreads, play as a mysterious character known by the code name Corvus. Prey upon your enemies, wield the power of disease, and find the truth in your own memories. One of the more anticipated games releasing this month is Thymesia. Personally for me, I'm very excited as I love a good Souls-like new game, with this one looking like it leans more towards the Bloodborne visual style. The only thing I would say about this is maybe wait and see how reviews go, if you have enough patience to wait it out. There were some framing and combat issues during the limited demo period, so all fingers crossed, issues have been resolved and we have ourselves a new alternative to Elden Ring for this year. Grab this one on any of your preferred platforms on August 18th. Curse to Golf is a golf-like adventure where every shot counts. Players are tasked with making it out of golf purgatory to become a golfing legend, with insane hazards, otherworldly power-ups, and tons of replayability. Will you make it back alive, or will you forever be cursed to golf? What time is tee off? Because I am all about what this game is delivering. We are looking at Curse to Golf, a new side-scrolling roguelike that is based around golf. Fuck yeah! Try to make par on over 70 holes in 4 different biomes with plenty of unique power-ups and wacky hazards. I can't wait for this one. The demo rules, and if you're into your ever so popular dungeon crawlers, then make sure this bad boy is on your wish list. Releasing the 18th of August on any of your preferred platforms.
Beautiful day in Kansas City. Let's go. Spike 52.
Play your way into the history books. Control your impact with every decision in all new ways. Call the shots in franchise with free agency and trade logic updates. Leave a legacy in face of the franchise, the league, and assemble the most powerful roster in all of Madden Ultimate Team. I mean, what more can I tell you about this? But just a friendly reminder that it is released this month. As an Australian born, this is one game I'm no way an expert in, so I won't even pretend. But you'll be able to grab Madden when it releases on the 19th of August on all the platforms, excluding the Switch.
You know the saying, get knocked down, get up again, that whole spiel. Well, it's time.
A former member of the criminal underworld is lured back into the light by a mysterious drone claiming they have until sunrise to prevent a citywide criminal takeover together. Now here's an indie title I'm super excited about this month. Non-stop action beat 'em up with super fun fighting mechanics. I played the demo during Steam's Summer Next Fest and I had so much fun. There is some demo gameplay up on my channel if you want to see for yourself. The action reminded me of the Batman franchise, trying to string together these epic combos. The way you can interact with the environment is heaps of fun as well. The most amazing thing I found as well is that this game is mostly developed by just one dude. Absolutely insane. Highly recommended for its fun brawler style. Grab Midnight Fight Express on the 23rd of August on any platform.
I know what it looks like. A brilliant plan gone off the fucking rails. You think it's some pendejo messed up and now all these poor bastardos gonna
Experience the biggest and best Saints Row playground ever created. The unique sprawling world of Santo Alesso is the backdrop for a wild, larger-than-life sandbox of thrilling side hustles, criminal ventures, and blockbuster missions as you shoot, drive, and wingsuit your way to the top. The reboot of the GTA franchise rival Saints Row releases this month. Now, I never got into this franchise as much as I did GTA, and I'm probably in the majority there, but I did dabble when they were released. If you're after a more loony, over-the-top open world, and this could be a big maybe here, but it could be one of the most fun games coming out this month. Remembering how the older games were and how this one looks like, I think, yeah, why not? It should be successful, right? And I don't know why, but I can't help to think that this kind of game style will really please the Fortnite fans out there. And we all know how many of them there are. Anyway, if you're after a AAA game this month, you can pick up Saints Row on the 23rd of August across all platforms except the Switch.
And across the sprawling desert that guards our city like the angel of death.
G-Universe, a place where many stories come together. That's where the break happens. That's where a new story is constructed.
SD Gundam Battle Alliance is a multiplayer Gundam action RPG where you can smash foes solo or with friends in thrilling, mechanized combat. Acquire new mobile suits, power them up, and take them into battle in various missions. Here is a franchise I have no idea about, but looks cool as fuck. But what I'm looking at is a giant robot suit button basher. Hell yeah. With this being described as an action RPG, just by looking at the trailer though, I would predict very light RPG elements, but hopefully I'm wrong and there is some meat in here to keep you hooked. I'm sure if you're an anime fan, this one has also been on your radar, and I apologise for my ignorance in this series. But I know you'll be going all through the Gundam canon, which should make fans very happy. And even cooler, you can grab a couple of mates and have some three-way robot action. SD Gundam Battle Alliance releases the 24th of August across all platforms.
Each mobile suit has its own powerful special move.
Sefirot Shards is a deck building game with RPG elements imbued with the spirit of classical fantasy. Build your unique deck and solve all the mysteries that Sefirot has prepared for you. If you are into your deck building games, then give this one a look at. And best yet, it's free to play as it goes into early access. I've played the demo, which you can check out on the channel, and I enjoyed my time with it, despite some server issues. I found it not as easy to pick up as some other deck builders, but I didn't mind fumbling my way through, as the isometric world was really cool to be a part of. What I couldn't help but think about was how the offering of PvP will play out, but it might be a nice little added aspect to the game. Sefirot Shards comes out on the 26th of August to the PC. Pacman World is a 3D platform video game. Controlling Pac-Man, the player must complete each of the game's 6 worlds to rescue his friends, who are held captive by the ghosts in their homeland of Ghost Island. So last month we saw the successful remaster of Namco's Klonoa released, and now we get another PS1 banger in the form of Pacman World Re Pac, yet another Namco developed classic. I tell you what, I'm really starting to show my age now. I think as I lean more and more into good old-fashioned fun platformers. So easy to pick up and play, no stress and no rage. I'm looking at you, Elden Ring. Just pure joy. Pacman World is no different, similar to how Mario Odyssey on the Switch blends all the goodness from the Mario franchise into a seamless adventure. You will get the same here, and in this remaster, all visuals have been redone from the ground up, so it's looking schmick-as. We're talking like 4K. So if you're excited, grab this one when it releases across all platforms on the 26th of August. Explore a supernatural RPG with stylish summoners and dark dangers lurking under the neon lights of a cyberpunk Japan. It is up to Ringo, an agent of Ion, to save the world from the apocalypse. Soul Hackers 2 is the latest turn-based offering from the Devil Summoner and Megami Tensei series. I can't tell you too much as I haven't come across the franchise before, but I know it has a decent following, trailing just behind the big guns Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. The Devil Summoner series has been praised for its storytelling, so if you're keen for that, then have a look into it. Now I'm sorry, but the only thing I can't tell you is if this can be a direct jump on point or is there a need to play previous titles. So any fans out there, leave a comment if you have any helpful information. Soul Hackers 2 releases the 26th of August across all platforms, but strangely enough not on the Switch.
This day started like any other.
You'll be judged for your sins.
A true nightmare.
The very first punch and click. Brok is an innovative adventure mixed with beat 'em up and RPG elements in a grim world where animals have replaced mankind. What kind of detective will you be?
Our lives.
Couldn't get enough of the nostalgia hit last month with Turtles, Shredder's Revenge? Look no further than Brok the InvestiGator, but with a little more influence from the classic point and clicks of the 80s and 90s era and a cartoon style to match. Plenty of cool puzzles that will lead into awesome fun fights and a very strong narrative driven world. Check out my gameplay demo where you can actually play the first chapter completely free if you wanted to test the waters. Brok the InvestiGator releases on the 27th of August. Grab it on your PC, but I think console versions will be out a little later in the year.
This is not a challenge for the faint-hearted. Where the 20 best drivers in the world
Make your mark on Formula One in the officially licensed F1 Manager 2022. Be the boss of your chosen constructor and pick from a roster of 2022 drivers and staff. Okay, so basically you're looking at a Formula One sim. If I'm being honest, I have absolutely no urge to play this, but nonetheless, it's still a big game for Formula One nuts. And when I say nuts, you must hella be obsessed with this sport, because they've literally taken out the racing aspect of a racing game. Instead, you'll be making decisions in real time as a crew member, ranking your way up to become the best in the industry. Really cool if you're into fine-tuning and the engineering side behind the sport. Grab this one on all platforms excluding the Switch on the 30th of August if you are keen.
with the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
Catch hundreds of Tinykin and use their unique powers to bring Milo back to his home planet and back to normal size. Can I just say straight up, this game fucking rules. The demo I played through was such a blast. Time literally got away from me and I went way into the late hours of the night trying to solve all the tiny puzzles. The game is just honest, wholesome fun. The art style is too cute and everything pops. You're in this Honey I Shrunk the Kids-like world. Collecting and hunting is rewarding and the gameplay itself is very intuitive. Like I said, I may be getting old because I'm more than happy to grab a cup of tea and settle in with platformers like this any day of the week. Definitely consider Tinykin for a purchase or whack it on your wishlist. It comes out on the 30th of August to all the platforms.
Everything.
Orcs is a new take on the well-known tower defense genre, blending mechanics of popular deck building and tabletop games to create a truly unique experience. Grow your castle, expand your domain, and take a stand against hordes of green-skinned attackers. Alright, listen to this self-proclamation. Take Carcassonne, one of the most well-known tabletop games in the world, mix it with the ever-popular tower defense gameplay, and add the unpredictability of Slay the Spire's deck building roguelike mechanics, and you'll get Orcs. Now that's huge, right? So I'm not one for tower defense games. In fact, they make me quite anxious and stressed. But what if something could blend that for one of my preferred gaming styles and mash it with deck building mechanics? Okay, you got me, Orcs. I'm super keen to give this one a try. So keep an eye out for hopefully a demo I can rip through for you. Orcs will release on the 30th of August onto PC.
All right, well, we've got a take a short break here. Do you mind reading this out for us?
Marissa Marcel was a film star. She made 3 movies, but none of the movies were ever released, and Marissa Marcel disappeared. If you're a fan of games like Her Story and Telling Lies, then you will be familiar with the Sam Barlow developed FMV games. If not, you're in for a treat. These are basically interactive choose-your-own-adventure games where every little decision you make throughout somehow feels like the most important decision of your life. And so it should. The writing is immensely fantastic. The writing chops on this title alone is just insanely good. Even if you're just a fan of good old-fashioned cinema, then you should get into these games. But most of all, if you enjoy solving puzzles and want to live the life of a detective, then consider having a look at Immortality. I already know Edge magazine has rated this a perfect score of 10 out of 10, which is massive to say the least. Immortality comes out on the 31st of August on PC and will be a Game Pass Day 1 exclusive.
Now you can proposition me.
And there you have it, my gaming friends. That concludes part 2 of August and wraps up a pretty decent month in game releases. I'd love to hear from you and see what you're keen on, so leave a comment below and let's have a chat. In the meantime, if you enjoyed what you saw, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And to all my current subscribers, you are all absolute legends and I greatly appreciate your support. It keeps me pumping out these videos for you. As always, look after yourselves and happy gaming. I will see you all next time. Bye bye now.